Welcome to Paligrism FFs. Disclaimer: this is a complete work of nonfiction. You like Professor John Wyan? One eyes widened as she avoided her gaze from Professor towards her friend and shakes her head immediately. What are you saying? No, of course not, she stutters. Well, it's written all over your face. Either accept it or not, I think he likes you too. Wen just shakes her head in utter disbelief. Are you even in your senses, girl? He's already married and have a wife. It's completely forbidden for me to think about him. Feeling or not feeling, does it even matter? One replied as she gathered her books because lecture was about to end. I also saw him storing you, and I'm not making up a story. We're friends, bro. One stared her with shocked expression and just shrugs, getting up with her books. Well, anyways, leave the topic. Are you coming to college party tonight? She gave her a pointed look with a warning, and Ryan just sighs. Fine, I'll come too. Nana smiles bright up as she hugs Wen tightly. One stop, Wen just shakes her head and she sighs. So basically, Wen have seen Jungkook, aka her professor crush, talking and laughing with some other woman, and she was so jealous, which led her to get last one, I promise, she gulps, and Nana immediately takes a glass from her hand and throw it in a flower pot nearby. One slumps with a pout. You're so cruel, she blubbers. Wherever, just stay here, I'll be right back. One massaged her temples, getting up as her eyes widened to find who was next to her and in what condition she was. An anxiety crawled to her as she immediately picked her stuff and flee from there. Oni, please pick up. I need you right now. One murmurs, anxiously biting her nails and tapping her legs non-stop. Pharynx went, and the person on the side of wall finally picks up. When, where have you been? How many times I called you? Yesterday, where were you? She bombarded her with questions as Van burst into sobs. Hey, what happened? Van, okay, listen, I'm sorry. I was not supposed to shout on you. Now calm down. Please, Van sisters immediately apologized politely. It's not about that, Annie. I messed up really badly. God, I'm so shameful of myself, Annie. I can't even describe me affronts. What happened when stop talking in riddles and tell me everything in detail? When bite her lollip, can you pick me up from XXX Park? Okay, I'm coming. It's been few months since Mia picked Swan, but she was still quiet. I'm waiting when and stop biting your nails and tell me everything already. With my professor, she murmured with closed eyes and burst into tears. You what? She almost shouted. I don't know how, I don't remember me sighs, seeing her crying like this. Come here, your sister. She hugs Wan and rubs her back in a soothing manner. It's already happened, right? So what's the point of crying now? I'm only 18 and he's married. She was crying like a baby. Mia was 25 and Wan's elder sister, who always gave her best advice. That's why Wan thought to call her at first person. So what now? Wan shakes her head. I don't know. Maybe you just talk with him calmly. I know what he will say. But it's too much to handle for me, Annie. Oh dear. She hugs Wan again and rubs her back in soothing circles. Let's go home. We will discuss about it later. It's been 3 days to that day, and Wan was avoiding Jungkook, but guess luck was not on her side today. Miss Wan, who was walking in her own world, stopped at her slightly widened, and her heart started beating faster. She heard his footsteps coming towards her as she gulped a lump. Yes, sir, she asked with lower head. We need to talk. Okay, I'll come to see you after college. No, right now. She looks up to stare him and then nods. Instead of going to his office, they came to rooftop to talk freely. About that night, adrenaline rose in Wayne's system as her heart started beating faster. I can understand. You're mad, sir. I was. She blubbers before he do. She knew he was going to say this and it was going to hurt her a lot. He stared her and then just nods. Yeah, you're right, Miss Ryan. I tried to give him a fake smile, but in vain. I should take my leave then, he nods, and she left. As soon as she came outside, she was not able to hold back herself and burst into tears. It was so painful for her for some unknown reason. Wiping her eyes, she straightened her posture and went to attend class. Mine is only 18 years old, a young college student studying veterinary medicine. She comes from a middle class background. She's an extrovert but sensitive. She has a clear goal in mind and lightly attracted to her professor in experienced relationships. Jin is 28 years old and a respected and experienced teacher at the university. He's handsome and charismatic with a charming smile and confident demeanor. While he appears to be serious and hardworking man, on the other side he struggles with his inner demons and a complicated past. He is intelligent and insightful, but also prone to bouts of impulsivity and emotional volatility. But what everyone didn't knew is despite his good looks and success, he has a deep-rooted sense of loneliness. Doctor, what happened to her? Is she fine? Why did she feel suddenly? She's been not feeling well lately too, Dr. Nods. Well, we have one few test results to be out soon. Till then, Gwen come with me. She did one for further checkups. Gwen was also getting scared at this point. Was she going to? But something, what was exactly wrong with her? They returned back after a few minutes. A doctor asked her a few questions to which one she replied honestly. Until that time, her reports were out too. Well, Miss Wine, congratulations. You are 1 week pregnant. Wine eyes widened. She felt as if everything stops around her. The doctor just said pregnant? How is that possible? She never. Her words got struck, remembering what happened a month ago in college party. As she gulped a lump, her head was suddenly hurting. Mia shakes her lightly to take her out of her thoughts while tears are dripping down her eyes by now. Her hands was visibly trembling as Mia felt pity and rubs her back in attempt to comfort her. Are you alright, Miss Wine? She nods, wiping her eyes. Yes. Overall, you're fine. I prescribe you few maternity vitamins. Take them regularly and take care of yourself. One smiles slightly, getting up. Her ride from hospital to cafe, one was just thinking, what will she do? Making every possible positive or negative scenarios. Are you okay, Wine? She asked, giving her ice cream cup. Why not? And started eating her ice cream silently. Speak something, Wine. You're scaring me from last whole month. It seems like your cheerful personality suddenly got switched off. One sighs with a shrug. It's not like that, and don't worry, I'm fine. Just give me some time to digest everything, Mia nods lightly. Now forget you're on in this one. I promise I'm with you. So think carefully and decide what your heart told you to do. One just nods. A week has passed since Swan found out about her pregnancy, and she was not able to decide anything. It was a fact. Jungkook is already married. But she had her whole life ahead too, from her studies to career and everything, and she was just 18. How could she manage the responsibility of a baby? Moreover, her parents didn't know about her pregnancy. She can only imagine how will they react. Just the thoughts was enough to tremble her on spot. What can I possibly do, baby? She creased at me and sighed. I want my child to being bullied because of a mistake her mother did. I wasn't able to answer you when you questioned me about your father. And she rolled her eyes to me but immediately wiped them, hearing a knock on door. Are you sleeping, Van? No, I'm still awake. She peeks the room first and slowly came inside. Not sleepy? Why not? Did you decide something? Well, looks around and told her about her insecurities and all the possible negative scenarios she made till now. I don't know what I would reply when she will ask me about their father and other kids bully them to not have father. She was crying. I wasn't able to see my child suffering because of my mistake. She hugs her tightly. It's okay, Wan. Wan cried more in her embrace. I think we'll go for Mia's eyes widened, but she nods in agreement. It was Wan's matter, and she knew her sister was mature enough to take a good decision for herself. Am I doing something wrong? Mia shakes her head as no. No, dear, you're not. I'm sure you think thoroughly, and the fact you have a whole week was evidence of it. She smiles. I told you I'm with you in every decision, and I mean it. Wayne hugs her again and bursts into more tears. I know how I'll handle all these mental conflicts if you won't be by my side, honey. She chuckles. Okay, relax now and sleep. You have university tomorrow. Why not? Next day was usual. She was a little upset and still having double thoughts either to keep it or not, but the later one was best for everyone, she says. They were having a pity class and she was utterly exhausted at this point. Her head was spinning and the summer weather was not helping the situation at all. But before she knew what was happening, she stumbled on her feet and before she hauled herself, she fell down on the floor and lost her consciousness. On her eyes with painful head, probably she hit her head when she fell down as she groans, looking around. You're finally up. She heard a manly voice as her ears perk up, knowing very well the owner of this voice. She gulps a lump. I'll call doctor to check you. Wen was just numb, stirring everything doctor was doing, but she don't know why she was scared to see Jungkook here. And by now he will know about her pregnancy too. I didn't lie was to her spine. What happened? She herself speaking after doctor left. You lost consciousness. What was the point of running track when you knew you were pregnant? He scowled in and one gulps a lump. Both of them got quiet for a few seconds. You didn't act surprised, which means you knew about your pregnancy. He chuckles. Why you didn't tell me about it when? This time his voice took a deep, serious note and when felt a shiver run down her spine. I don't know. Why I need to tell you? He stared at her with those dark eyes for a few minutes and then chuckles. Nice. Very nice. I think I shall leave. I'll call my sister. She will come here so you don't need to accompany me. Thanks for telling me, taking me to hospital. Jacob clenched his jaw. Don't get on my nerves, fine. I'm already trying to be patient here, especially after you didn't tell me about your pregnancy. Mine was getting scared of him by every passing second. You got the wrong idea, Professor. This is not yours, she murmurs, getting up from her bed as she fills a glass of water and drinks it. But as soon as she turns, Chung pulled you towards him, making you to fall on him as he picked you and take you on couch as you struggled to get go. But what's here when more was when he made her sit on his. She gulps. What were you doing, Professor Jian? He greased her and then cheeks with his thumb lightly. Say it again, it's on mine. She bit her lip, holding to his shirt for some composure, and he chuckled strangely when she didn't spoke anything. We got our answer right, baby, he drawled. He was not acting like Professor John she knew. He was a calm person, but this Jungkook in front of her was a ferocious, like a hungry lion. No, you're. Her words stopped in mid sentence when his eyes darkened as he held her more firmly and she hissed. You're hurting me. He immediately let go of her and left us soft there. I was your. He drawled, smirking, and by this ratio, this little one is mine. No room for argument. His smirks creasing her tummy while rose to her cheeks. What do you want, Professor? He chuckles. Jungkook princess. My name is Jungkook. Just tell me, what do you want? I will be after going back home. With that, he picks her in his arms. She wiggles, shout, but no help. She don't even know where he take her, and everything was making her more angry with every passing second. How's our house? She bits her teeth. Calm down, princess, and sit down first. She didn't, so he made her sit in his, like he did before. There is no point of arguing, so just tell me, what do you want, Jungkook? She hissed, getting extremely angry now, as she struggles to escape, but in real, while he greased her cheeks. Why didn't you tell me I'm becoming father? We already discussed it was and you're already married. Moreover, I'm already planning for. So no need to tell you, right? His expression changed into dark in second and almost startling her when he pulled her close by without urging her. I never said it was for me. he grits. And who gave you the right to decide this? Hmm? You're having my child, woman, and we're keeping this. You must roll as Raya slightly turns to me. You're no one to decide anything. You already have a family. Before she knew, he pulled her in. Her eyes widened as she struggled and fist on his, but nothing helped. He was too strong in front of her. He let go and she him across his face, which just made him chuckle before maintaining his cold face. You're acting like a psycho. Yes, I'm a psycho for you. I know you loves me, and so do I am. He smirks. No, I don't. Of course, you're a princess. I see you trying me countless times. One become a little embarrassed. So the problem is my wife, right? I'll get rid of her soon. He gets near her face and her eyes widened. What? No, are you out of your mind? Why would you do that? He stared down and one follows his gaze, which makes her cheeks do more. Just look at her. He pauses. Let me tell you a secret, princess. You're the first woman who's sitting in my lap. He drawled huskily. Do you understand anything now? One shakes her head as no. It's simple when I'm not with my so-called wife. So far, I never even let her close to me. One gasps. What does that mean and why? That I don't like her, but you were my too. Does that count? When gulps a lump. Are you trying to manipulate me? He smiles. Can we take a test now? To know either I'm lying or not. Well, extra. I'm not lying, and it's the truth. But why? It was a forced marriage. She liked me, used her power. My parents forced me and get us married, but she never got me. I don't like her one, but I still tried, knowing already likes you, but it didn't work. I was not able to give your right to someone else. You really loves me. Her voice have a hop and Lily Mally. I believe you. Her eyes forgive me as she creases her cheeks slightly. Give me a chance. I promise I'll prove it to you. What will you do now? Can you please keep it and give me a chance? But you're still married, Jungkook. I can't. Her eyes slightly turns glossy as she looks down, and he made her face him and grease her cheeks lightly to reassure her. Give me a week. I'll handle everything. One blinks. And what is happening after a week? He smirked. We're getting married. One eyes widened. But before she speak, he stole another, making her to flush. She hastily got up, and he let her leave. Where am I? In your house. He smirks and she glares him while gritting her teeth. Just for information, as you already break the professor code, Mr. Jungkook. Don't get on my nerves, I'm already high in mood swings. He smiles, raising his hands in mock surrender. It's really your house, she glares him. We're staying here after marriage. I never said I will marry you. She hid a smile. Trust me when I say you will willingly. His voice have a utter confidence that make her roll her eyes. My sister must be waiting for me. Jungkook, let me go. I'll talk with her, princess, he drawled, smirking, and her eyes widen in shock. What? When? When you were unconscious. She was calling you. I picked her call and already have a brief conversation with my sister-in-law. Oh my god, what did you tell her? Truth, don't get stressed. Tell me what you want to eat. I'll order it for you. She clears him, but sighs, giving up. Where am I sleeping? He pointed towards room and she went there. It's a beautiful house, she murmured as she led down there. Just a few minutes passed when she felt someone presence behind her, which made her eyes widen. What are you doing here? Sleeping. What are you doing in my room? She grits. Come on, baby. It's not like 1 hour before. Her cheeks covered with crimson color, anger fading away. With that, give me the other room. Shut up, princess, and just sleep already. His tone was not harsh or scolding as she glared at him with a pout. Lastly, with a huff, she let down again as he wrapped his arm around her tightly. What is this? Jink's wife asked, holding the brown envelope as she take out the papers, divorce papers. He drawled, smirking. Why are you pranking me, Jungkook? She threw peppers at Jungkook's shake his head and placed them in front of her. Very bad, Sana. Now sign these quietly. She laughs. I did hundreds of things to get you, Jungkook. Why you think I'll sign these papers? He chuckles as he took another one up and taking out tons of pictures from it, he threw it on her face. See it. I will make you take her to see it again. Her eyes widened as she saw all the photos one by one with shaky hands. It's not true, Jungkook. Trust me. She was trembling now. Believe me, in those pictures, it was her. They're fake, she yelled. Just shut up and sign these papers before I lose my temper and show you my real side. He's getting angry and a little raise of voice. My father will ruin your life, Jungkook. He chuckles. I'll see him myself what he could possibly do. It's about that teen friend of yours, right? He frowns. She was a psychotic woman. He didn't even got surprised to know she was talking him even now. I'll her Jungkook eyes darken as he grab her phone and start. You'll try to touch a single hair of her body and your life will be in a split second. I'll spread the photos everywhere and then I'll see how that rich and crazy father of yours will help you or how he will protect you. In fact, he'll most likely abandon you. He smirks, while his soon ex-wife Sana was burning in anger. Now sign these papers and get lost from my eyes. He left her as she fell and burst into cuffs. Here, sign it. He showed her space and she started signing it with shaky hands. Jung was always a calm person, but guess what? He was ready to do everything to get his girl, especially knowing she was pregnant with his child. There was no room for any argument. She was meant to be his marks saying the sign. Get lost and never came in front of me again if you want to. Baby, he shouted after turning home. Why are you shouting, Jungkook? She murmurs coming downstairs as he smiles and picks her and twirls around. She squeals, holding him closely. Are you out of your mind, Mr. Jungkook? He chuckles on her words. I'm so happy, my love. I'm finally free. See, when everything in my life came back on track as soon as you hold my hand and smile slightly. Get dressed. We're going to meet your gynecologist today, she frowns. Why? Because we have not went as a couple yet, and moreover, I need to see my baby. He drawls sweetly as her cheeks turned pink. She had not accepted everything, but she was trying for the sake of her baby, and she loves him too, which was not helping her situation too. On the way, instead of turning towards home, he took her to another road. She frowns, which turns into gasp when he parked in front of Marshmallow. Don't tell me. Yes, we're getting married today. He smiles, intertwining his fingers with hers, and he takes her inside. One was blushing from the time they came out of Marriage Bureau after taking their marriage certificate. Even Jungkook made her wear a ring. She was smiling, stirring her ring, and he was happy to see her happy. I can't believe we're husband and wife now, he murmured, snuggling in her nape as she huffs out a laugh. Calm down, big guy. He smiles. Thank you for everything. I love you so much, wifey. She blushed. Just for information, I'm 10 years younger than you. You know that, right? So, here is a bro, which means you're my father's age, he says sarcastically, and he sprints, pulling her closer to him. Ah, you mean Princess Hidal, leaving peppering all over her face and neck. I love it too. What smiles, and he take her in another. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a nice day.